Hey guys, I'm sitting in my brand new 2020 Ranger, Ford Ranger pickup truck. Just picked it up a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to give you guys a tour before it got too dirty, because it is a work truck. You can see here it's got 213 miles on it, so it'd probably have a lot more if it wasn't for this COVID nonsense getting me stuck at home. But yeah, I've got 200 miles on it so far. I love it. So let me show you around a few of the options here. Let's show you the outside first. So right away, 17-inch tires, love them. They come with the Bridgestone tires on there, and what I really like about the truck is how it sets. I mean, for a smaller truck, it's got plenty of clearance. You can see in the back too. But this is the Sport Edition. It's got the 2.8 liter engine, 4-cylinder, with the EcoBoost. Love the front end. Front end is great. Looks really good at night. Maybe I'll get a night shot of it with all the lights on if I can for you. It's got the fog lights. It's got the tow hooks built in there. I really like these side markers. Great for visibility. Side markers there. And the mirrors, which I'll show you when I get inside, but you can manually put them in, but there's also a power button inside where you can actually put them in with power. 4-door. I got the 4-door option. This has got the 5-foot bed. Okay, so a little bit shorter bed. Love the lights up there. The cargo lights are really bright. The tailgate is locking, so when you lock the doors with your key fob, the tailgate will actually lock with it. So you can hear it click there, and then unlock it. Oh, gotta hit the unlock button. So there's the bed. It's got the factory tie-down straps in there. It's got 2 in the front corners, and it's got 2 here. I've got a couple dings in this already because I was calling some weights around to go to my buddy's house to work out. But I've got the bed liner. Ford's supposed to bring the bed liner in today, and with the Ford Pass points that I earned during the purchase, it's actually going to pay for about $200 worth of the bed liner, so I'm pretty psyched about that. But I really like these top rail protectors that come with it on the back of the tailgate and the sides. Those are really nice. Down here, well, it's already dirty. I literally just washed this. I just came from the car wash 5 minutes ago. But down here, you've got this little insert that pops out, and you've got your factory hitch there for a ball. You've got, oh, I'm sorry, that is for the that's for the spare tire. But you've also got down here, where did I see it? I'm sorry, I'm brand new. Okay, here we go. There's the plug for the trailer. So that comes factory wired up. You've got your hooks for your safety chains there. And that's part of the hitch there. Pretty decent size exhaust on this thing, but it's pretty quiet. I don't know if I'm gonna get an aftermarket exhaust for it or not, but I believe that is a 2.5-inch exhaust. Not real fancy on the outlet here, or whatever you call this, downpipe, tailpipe. So I might get a tip or something for like that, but I don't want it to stick out too far. So if I get a chrome tip or something for it, I'll probably cut that back. Okay. Another feature that I really like, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but see this texture right here? I'll come up here to where the passenger doors are to show you even more. See that texture? It's the same color, but it's texturized, and that's the extra durability coating that they put on there. So if you're going over any kind of rough brush or anything like that, it's just more impact resistance there. Pretty neat. We'll come around to the front again. We'll come around to the driver's side. Oh, the gas tank, of course, like most of the Fords, is pretty standard with the capless easy fuel option. You just stick the nozzle in there, opens up. Really like how this just opens and closes. It's got that little indent for your finger there. So let's show you the back seat first. Let's do this in reverse. We'll show you the back seat first. I was surprised at how much room is back here. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's almost like the size of a full passenger car. So when I get in here, you can see there's plenty of room for me. I'm not a tall guy, so I got plenty of headroom. But you can see I've got plenty of room. I'm not stretched out down there, but I've got plenty of room. It's comfortable. Okay. I've been in some trucks where the back seat was very straight up and down. This one is declined back a little bit, so it's pretty comfortable. Center console has the cup holders that fold down, or you can use it as an armrest. Nice feature. 3 seat belts back here, of course. It's got the, it doesn't have a seat pocket on the driver's side, but it has one on the passenger side. It's got the side cup holders in the doors. Very nice. Down here it's got 2 USB ports, and it actually has a 150 watt 110 outlet here. Very nice. With a power indicator on it. And then it's got this little storage thing. I don't know what you would put here. Maybe your phone. Maybe while you're plugging your phone, you would just slide it in there. So that's a neat little feature. Okay. What's not stock here, you may have noticed this when I climbed in. What is not stock is these mats. I just got these last week and I put them in right away because I wanted to preserve the factory carpets and these things. These are the WeatherTech floor liners. What's really nice about these is they laser measure them, and they actually cover a much larger area than the actual factory carpets. So I took those out. Those are in my garage, and put these in, and you can see they even come down the side there, right? And then they go pretty far underneath the seat, and they've got a lip all the way around. Even there in the front, underneath, there's a lip. So that if you get any mud or anything in here, you can wipe it out without it spilling over onto the carpet. And then what's nice about the back is this is all one piece. So the part that goes up and over that tunnel is one piece. It's molded in, so it doesn't slide around or anything. Stays right in place. Really nice. Back seat will fold down with this pull tab here. So you can fold the back seat down. There's your scissor jack there. Pretty standard stuff. It did not come with that funnel. I actually put that in from my last car. Oh, okay, there's the factory one right there, that white one. So that's cool. It comes with one. I have my own there too. Nothing exciting back here. I don't think you could fit a subwoofer or anything back here unless you modified it somehow. But you can fold the seat down if you need to get the jack. It's a little bit, you gotta close it pretty hard to latch. Okay. But that's the back seat. Let's come up to the front seat. Again, I've got the WeatherTech mats up here. The driver's side one actually snaps in with that with the snap that comes factory for the carpets. So on mine, I don't have as many of the premium features. I've got cloth seats. I would have preferred leather. It just wasn't available within my budget for that option. So I'm a little bit sad about that, but I've got plenty of other features that I really like. And I've got the manual adjustment, but really, I'm not adjusting my seat that often. I set it in one place, and my wife is not going to be driving this. So there's really no reason to have the power seats. Again, I set it one time, and I don't ever change it. So that wasn't really a big deal for me. So let's get here in the truck, and I'm going to close the door, so hopefully lose some of that wind noise. Okay, all right, we're in the truck. Let me grab the key. You can see it's real quiet, so I'm started up right now. Very quiet. Even when I rev it, the cabin is very quiet. It's well insulated from road noise and everything. So we'll just go through the features. Of course, you've got your auto headlights. That's no surprise there. You've got a button here for your cargo lights, which is nice. You've got your mirror electronic adjustment there. But you've also got this cool feature. So I told you earlier about how you can manually put in the mirrors, but you can also power put them in. So they just fold in. The passenger one does the same thing. So you can do that just with a push of the button when you park or whatever, right? Pretty standard dash features, nothing really exciting up there. It's got the lane departure, which I do not use. Lane departure, I mean, it's nice, but what I do like about the lane departure feature is it's got the on-off button right there on the side, right where the turn signals are. So I can turn that, lane keeping they call it, but I can turn that on and off just from there, toggle it, which is really cool. What else? It's got the adjustable steering wheel, comes up and down. I keep it all the way down. So down here in the center console, 2 more USBs. You've got your 12-volt chargers here, right? Center console is pretty standard. I like that it has the actual lever action emergency brake, not the stupid electronic one. I did not like that in the Fusion. I just feel safer having a handle I can pull that I know it's going to work. Okay, pretty standard storage in the center console. Nothing too bad there. I would show you in the glove box, but I have an item in there that YouTube does not like to show. I live in North Carolina. I have a concealed carry permit, so I'm not going to show what's in the glove box, but it's pretty standard glove box. Okay, up here, you know, sunglass storage for 1 set of sunglasses, so wife isn't very happy about that, but she can just keep hers on her face, I guess. Pretty standard sun visors. It's got the lighted mirrors on there. Oh, I really like this little console cubby storage thing up here because I rarely have my wallet in my pocket when I'm on road trips. It just hurts my back. So as soon as I jump in the truck, boom, wallet goes right there. Oh, this, you may have wondered about this big, huge thing here. So this is actually the sensor up on the windshield that will sense how many drops and how quickly the drops of water are hidden in the windshields, and that will do the automatic windshield wipers. And it's very accurate. Like, you just turn it on and you don't even have to mess with it again. So really cool. As you're speeding up and slowing down, the wiper speed will actually adjust for you. Okay, got my Easy Pass up there. Really like the dashboard. It looks really nice with the Ranger logo over there. Okay, pretty standard features here. It's got passenger and driver side temperature controls, which is really nice. It's got the satellite radio, which I don't really use. I usually just stream everything off of my phone. It does not have the GPS, and I didn't really want the GPS anyway because, again, I use everything on my phone. But what is really nice is when you plug in your phone with USB, some of your phone apps can be displayed on the screen. Also, what I like about the features up here with your phone is that if you get a text message and you have your phone plugged in with the USB, if you get a text message, it will actually read the text message to you. You can just press the button, or you can press this button here, and you don't have to use a specific wake-up word like Alexa or Siri or anything like that. You just say, read me the text message, okay? Then you can say reply to the text message. The talk-to-text version is pretty accurate. You just have to pronounce very clearly, and it will type your reply for you, and it'll say, is this what you want to say, and read it back to you, and you say yes, send, and it sends the text for you. So that's pretty cool. A lot safer that way. At least you're watching the road more. I think we've down here, a couple more buttons. So of course we've got the trailer pull button down here. We've got the wow, I'm drawing a blank today. That's to turn off your traction control. But what I like is this big A button. See, it's got the auto start stop deactivated or activated. So by default, whenever you turn the truck off and back on, it reactivates the auto stop start feature. If you're not familiar with it, it just basically, when you pull up to a stoplight, it will turn the engine off to the truck to save fuel. However, if you're just driving around town, that's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. Just driving around town, stopping here and there. But if you're in stop-and-go traffic on the highway or something, that can get really annoying. So I love that you can just turn it on and off right there. You don't have to go into the menu option or anything like that. What else? Let's see. I have not even checked to see what the rev limiter's at, so let's check that. Okay, it rev limits at about 4,500. And you can see it's got a little power just sitting here. It rocks the truck a little bit just revving it up, which is nice. Oh, let's go take a look at the engine since we're sitting here revving it up. I'm going to turn it off though so there's not a lot of noise when I'm filming it. Let's go out there. Hood release is right down here. What I really like about this truck, when you pop the hood, it's got the, let's see, where's the release? Oh, there it is. It's got the shocks that open it up for you, so there's no hood prop, and it's really nice. Okay, so pretty standard engine features here. it is pretty, I mean, they used every bit of space they could. There's not a whole lot of free space in here. But what's neat, they actually are using insulators on the batteries now, and that, I believe, helps with battery life, so that's cool. There's all your fuses right there, of course. There's your dipstick. What surprises me, pretty decent sized air filter here too, by the way. So that can move a lot of air in there. And here's your cold air intake right here, so this goes straight into your air box. Okay. What surprises me though about the truck is, if you guys have seen the Fusion, which is the car that I used to have, it has kind of a rubberized, I don't know if it covers everything up here. It's just kind of like a rubber mat type of thing, and it's probably just cosmetic. It just covers everything up. What surprises me about this is it looks like they intended to have some type of cover like that. Like, here's a little fitting here, and it looks like there should be some type of cover there, but there isn't. And I asked the dealer about it, and he's like, I don't know. None of the Rangers have this. So I don't know if this is just a universal engine that they use in multiple models that they don't put the cover in the Ranger, or what. It's not that big a deal. Obviously, it's just cosmetic. It just surprised me a little bit to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Ranger. If anything changes, or I think of anything I didn't tell you guys about it, I will definitely make another video. But I really like it. So let's see, for comparison, let me show you down here. So this is how high it is. Again, I am not a tall man. I'm 5'6". So that comes, the bottom of that comes right to my knee. So it's a little bit of a step up. I consider myself pretty athletic, so it's not a big deal for me. But if I was, you know, another 10, 15 years older, I might look into getting running boards for this thing. My wife is only 4'11", so she has to use that handle and kind of launch herself up in here, even though everything's factory height and everything. But, you know, it is what it is. She is only in and out of this thing maybe once a week, so, you know, she can suck it up for now. But if it gets to be a problem, we can throw some running boards on here. But I don't know. For now, I'm happy with all the features it has. And if anyone was curious why I got rid of my Fusion, I had my 2014 Fusion for 5 years. Loved it. Never had any major issues with it. You can see a few videos that I made on it. No major mechanical issues. All I did really was spark plugs, brakes, and oil changes. And I did one transmission fluid change on it at about 100,000 miles. But other than that, nothing. Like, it was great. I think I maybe went through 4 sets of tires in that time. So the problem is, the reason that I sold it is because I hit 194,000 miles, so pretty high mileage, but more importantly, I hit that 5-year mark. And with my company, I actually get mileage reimbursement. Not mileage reimbursement. I get mileage reimbursement, but I also get a vehicle allowance that I use to pay for the car. And at that 5-year mark, that vehicle allowance cuts in half. So literally, I was getting half the amount and still paying my payment. So it made more sense to trade in the car and get a brand new one, and that way it goes up to the full amount, right? So really happy with this truck. I haven't had a truck in 15 years. I had a truck back, wow, 2003, 2004. Loved having a truck because I do a lot of DIY stuff, but my job doesn't really justify it. I do a lot of highway driving, and I don't really need the truck for work. Just a lot of cross-country travel and stuff like that. But it sure comes in handy for home projects and stuff. Before that, I had to use my wife's Ford. Wow, why am I drawing a blank today? Ford Escape. It's the 2012 Ford Escape that she's got. And it's got a roof rack on it, and you would not believe how much weight I've put up there. I had at least 800 pounds of lumber up there at one point. It was a little bit scary because the roof rack was sagging, but I made it home just fine. But I tell you what, it was pretty sketchy, some of the things I would put on top of that SUV for work around the house. So glad to have the truck with the bed. Just makes so much easier. Anyway, I'll wrap this video up. Appreciate you guys. Take care.